Over the last few weeks, ever since Dev Day, I've been having a lot of fun with my custom GPTs. OpenAI has basically made it super easy to fine tune and get some trained data into models. One of the best things that I've found so far is uploading books directly into a custom GPT and then chatting with those books. This has been perfect for example, when I had just read a book maybe 2, 3 months ago and I start forgetting things. I can basically use this as my notes functionality without having to highlight anything from the book. Just say, hey, what's that part, about this book where the author mentions this, and have ChatGPT just retrieve anything from any Kindle book. So in this video, I'm going to outline how I'm building this very simply by taking my Kindle book that I buy on Amazon, converting it into a text file, and then putting it into ChatGPT as a custom GPT. Before I go through that whole process, just a quick disclaimer. Because obviously you can get into some trouble with some of the IP, especially if you are using books that you do not own, and also potentially sharing this with more people who have not bought the book. And for this lesson, just to show here, I'm going to start with the book Psychology of Money, which I've just purchased on Kindle. I think that, and it's my belief, especially when you're dealing with DRM, that if you have purchased this book and you are using it on any Kindle device or any web reader, you own this copy. And so I'm fully on board morally with paying the author and then only using this as a research tool. So just putting that disclaimer out there. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, of course, buy your book. And as soon as you've purchased your book on Kindle or Amazon's website, you'll want to head over to your digital content library, which is over here. Here's the URL. I'll put it in the description. But when you have this digital content section of Amazon, they allow you to actually just download the file versus having to deal with it on any mobile device or Kindle. So the first thing you'll want to do here is go to More Actions and then click on Download and Transfer via USB. When you do that, it's going to give you a raw Amazon file. And if you try opening it in any piece of software, it's not really going to work that well. We're going to have to do a specialized software with a plugin on top to make sure that we can get this file first opened and readable. Second, the DRM removed, which is just the protection Amazon puts on the file. And then third, get it into by converting it into a text file, put that text file into ChatGPT, and then have the magic creator functionality of GPTs, which is up here, the magic create functionality. We'll just shy with it to have it build our GPT. And once that's done, we'll just be able to use it. So this is a really, really quick process. Okay. So yeah, a couple ways to do this, but this is just the one that's worked really well for me and how I've been chatting with my books. First step is you're going to want to head over to the Calibre website here. This is a ebook piece of software that's really handy. So make sure that you download this. Version's available for Mac or Windows. I'm using Mac, obviously. Now, once you've had Calibre downloaded, you'll open it up and you'll see that this is their interface. It's definitely a little old school and a bit confusing. We're not going to have to do too much here. But the thing that we're going to have to do is configure Calibre to be able to remove DRMs from our book. And we're going to do that via the No DRM DDRM toolkit that is here. So big thanks to these authors who've kept this alive over the years. This is the latest version. I searched for a few different options here. And this seems to be, as of July 13th, 2022, the best option. So the first thing you're going to want to do once you get to this section here is download this zip file. You're going to download this zip file to your computer. And basically what you're going to want to do is unzip that file. Then the Calibre menu, so this is going to be upper right on your Mac. You're going to hit the Preferences page. And then this is going to open Preferences. And then you're going to want to come to Plugins. So once you get to plugins, you're going to hit show only installed user plugins. If you're just installing this for the first time, this should be empty. Great. It's just going to help you filter through some of the noise. Next step is you will find a file, and I will make sure I write this file name in the description. You'll find a file that is the DDRM zip file. We're not going to want to unzip that because we can actually load that right from the zip file. So we're going to click on load plugin from file. And as soon as that is loaded in, I'm just going to hop in and do that. And great. We now see that we have DDRM, and this is now loaded into Calibre. So one step here that is going to be tricky if you do not own a Kindle device, you do need to have some sort of either serial number or some way for it to recognize that you are a valid Kindle user. So if you're using, there's kind of some configuration options that I can put into the description. But for me, the easiest is if you own a Kindle, then you can click on Kindle e-ink ebooks and just add the serial number of your device, which if you go back to Amazon here and you go to devices, it will show you, hey, here's your Kindle device, here's its serial number. So you go to devices, pop that in, and then you will have DDRM saved and ready to use. So yeah, I wouldn't touch any of these other options, but make sure that you hit OK and then apply. And then you're ready to close this. And then you're also going to want to close and quit out of Calibre. So let me go ahead and do that. Great. Now that it's closed, I'm going to reopen Calibre. And now that it's starting up, we should have our plugin enabled and ready to go. All right, so double checking, I have the file downloaded and I'm going to open up my downloads folder and I'm going to drag this file and boom, there it is. So now I can see the psychology of money is in Calibre. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is edit this file to make sure that it's been correctly added and DDRM'd. All right. So this is kind of your first checkpoint. If this file opens up and you can see and click through the book, then you know your file is ready to go. If you see a kind of like lock indicator here, it will say this file has DRM protection. And then obviously you will need to go back and do some troubleshooting as to why the plugin didn't work. Let me know if you have any issues I had to deal with. Maybe one or two quick things on my part. It was just getting the serial number right. But yeah, once you are good to go here, then you can click out. And now, most importantly, the conversion step. So, this is how I'm doing it. I recommend maybe trying out a few different ways, but I just want the retrieval mechanism in ChatGPT to be as fast as possible. So I'm going to make this into a text file, and I want this text file to be as fast as possible. So I'm going to hit convert individually, and now it's going to bring up this page. Input format, we confirms the AZW3 file, table of contents, automatic table of contents. That one, I'm going to just make sure that there is a table of contents. And then under output format, I'm going to put text. Now that's a text file. All right, text file output, just this UTF-8 formatting should work perfectly. Plain text, we're going to try to make it really quick. Markdown, I've also heard works well where GPT-4 knows Markdown really well, but we're going to make it as simple as possible here. Early days, so could be proven wrong later. Feel free to check that out and play around. Next step, I'm going to hit OK. Now I see jobs. Great. Conversion is done. I show the details, and now I can see that the text output file has been written. Excellent. And now I'm just going to make sure that I have on my disk, I'm going to save to the downloads folder. And now my book has been saved in my downloads folder. Now I can go to my downloads folder and pull out the text file. I'm going to go to ChatGPT. And I'm going to go ahead and create a new GPT. And it's going to bring you to the draft window. And it's going to say, hey, I'm going to help you build your GPT. We're going to ignore that for now and go to the configure menu. We're also going to ignore everything here except for knowledge. We're just going to want to take this text file here and make sure that we upload it directly to the GPT. Might have to actually click here. And I'm just going to Make sure I have that text file. Okay, so now it's going to upload. We'll see how just overall the speed of this speed of text file. It's probably just that it's very small. Don't want to jinx it. Obviously, the servers can be crushed. There we go. Okay, so now we have the knowledge here. So I think one of the most underrated aspects of the Magic Create option is that it can help you build the GPT better than you might be able to as a beginner. So let's just show how that is going to work in practice. I'm going to say to the GPT builder, my goal is to chat with a book, with the book attached as the main knowledge source. The goal of remembering things, being able to ask specific questions about certain chapters and information should be prioritized over anything else. Remember to, this is just a little bit of prompt language here. Remember to reference the source text and only browse if absolutely necessary. And yeah, be helpful. And let's see what else we can add. Be helpful and don't be afraid to have a bit of personality. I always like just adding that option in. So let's see what happens if we send that message. It's now going to update our GPT. And this is using GPT-4 in the background to kind of auto come up with a description. I imagine this is going to get better and better as well as more people build GPTs and that feedback loop starts happening. So now here we go. So you can tell that it's already looked through the text. This is great, right? We can say, it says, what does chapter 5? How does the author address risk? What's a memorable quote? Can you explain a key concept? This is ready to go, which is super, super easy. So look at this. Instructions, your primary role is to embody the knowledge and insights from the book, which is your main knowledge source. So it's taken my very basic description and turned it into really good instructions. And it had some conversation starters built in. I can have it generate some more. Generate some more conversation starters. I can even get more specific, saying, for example, generate some conversation starters with a focus on taxes. Let's say that's one part of the book I struggled with. I can update that here. Okay, great. Perfect. So now you can see those were automatically added. And now we have another set of conversation starters. Last piece here, I don't necessarily want to web browse. I know I put it into the instructions. I do want to leave that capability on just in case it's actually necessary. This is one of the, I think, interface problems with GPTs right now. I don't want to have to swap out, let's say I need to search the internet. I don't want that to swap out to a different GPT or to just base ChatGPT if I need to use the internet. So that's what I do there. Last step is going to be maining it. I'm just going to call it Book Buddy Psychology of Money. And most importantly here, when I go to save, I'm going to say only me. And that's just obviously to protect the IP. Amazon, please, if you're watching. Okay, and here we are. So yeah, we're now able to chat with our corpus of text, which is our book, and now I can ask some questions. So let's say it's been 6 months since I read this, and my memory of the key takeaways are fading. What are some of the biggest mistakes to avoid when it comes to real estate? Now, you'll know that it's working if it's searching your knowledge. And yeah, that's basically it. Should come back with a good answer. And it's going to get faster all the time, but this is pretty good. So over reliance on leverage. That's right. Perfect. So yeah, let me know in the comments if you want me to explore anything else around chatting with Kindle books, but this is my process and hope it works out well for you. Thanks.